We got one more to talk about. We don't often go 6 wide on the pod, but we thought, why not today? Because we have a tier with one man and one man alone, the chosen one. I thought Patrick Mahomes was the chosen one. Maybe this is the chosen one, too. This is the chosen one, too. Or he's old news, as Pete says. Right. Number 20 for you in your quarterback list is?
Caleb Williams, Chicago Bears. Yes. Listen, I know it's of course projecting. And
your
all
highest ranked rookie ever since you've been doing this list.
Yeah, because I'm going to go with it this year. Like I told you before the year and starting these rankings, like I got to start buying into the guys I believe in. I've chickened out of, I think, respect for veterans and, well, we haven't seen it, so he hasn't proven it yet. Like, okay, well, this is what I'm here to do, isn't it? I mean, just as a little bit shed light on situations, maybe predict the future. Sometimes I'm wrong, I know that. But I look at him as being the natural, being a chosen one type of guy. Been in an offense in his college career where, hey, it was on his shoulders and he was asked to read the field and check and do things at the line of scrimmage. I think he's very mature for a quarterback as far as the play is concerned coming in to college football. I mean, the way he stepped on the field at Oklahoma to take over for Spencer Rattler, right away you were like, whoa, this guy's awesome. Then the next year he just leaves and goes to another school and wins the Heisman. No big deal. I mean, and then the year after, right, they're not very good. He carries the team to keep them relevant, carries them, right? I mean, you said all the right things when you watched during the draft and all that. I mean, it's laughable what he did pass protection-wise, let alone not tremendous high-end talent around him on the offensive side of the ball there in USC. So I look at it and go, wait, he could play in a system. There's no doubt about that, right? His physical talent, I think, is extraordinary, right? And I also think he has the mentality and the maturity to handle Chicago, handle the new offensive situation. And I know it might not be perfect in week 1 or 2, but I'm betting more that in week 5 and 6, just like we saw with C.J. Stroud last year, we're going to start going, holy crap, Caleb Williams, right? He never misses the throws he shouldn't miss. He makes a lot of throws where you go, you should miss this. This should not be complete. And his ability, as we always talk about, to make plays off schedule, backyard type of football plays, is, I'm already willing to say, is going to be towards the top of football. So we'll see where this goes here. But, yeah, I'm putting myself out there with Caleb Williams and what I think of him as a pure talent, a player, a quarterback, all of it all together.
Back in 2019, you had Kyler Murray as the 24th ranked quarterback. That was previously your highest ranked rookie in these rankings. So you got Caleb Williams 4 spots above that. Let's get the hype train rolling. We have some throws at the OTAs for him already. He's got that Bears uniform. And I do have to admit, even as a noted Bears hater, he looks pretty good.
He looks
that
cool.
Uni, that 18, the next grade 18.
Well, this is where he's insane.
Look
right?
at that. Rolling out to his left, turning his hips.
No, the arm is so flexible. His ability to leverage his body to make the arm maximize and be what it is there. This is only like a few guys in football that can do this type of stuff.
I will say, too, and people say, okay, all right, he just ran it through and turned his body a little bit. He's an athlete. All quarterbacks should be athletes. What I will say is the one game I watched in person at Notre Dame, there was this one sack that he avoided where I have no idea how he did it. It was like the flexibility he had in his hips to almost like matrix it back and then still stay on his feet.
Yeah.
I do think he has like amazing core strength. I think he has great flexibility. And I think he's just an all-around, like really, really, really good athlete.
That's right. He's got legs and a butt like a running back, right? I mean, his ability to move and change directions is next level that way. And then, of course, his running, it gets overshadowed because he was in a draft with Jaden Daniels, right? That's the problem, right? If it was another draft where there wasn't Jaden Daniels, we would have watched 50% more running clips of Caleb Williams because it's special too, right? And I think his ability to scramble is as good as I've ever seen. And when I say scramble, I mean stay behind the line of scrimmage, move around to make a throw. That's where he's great. And I think he's great in the pocket. And I don't think the offense he's going to be in here with this is Shane Waldron, right? Coming from Seattle. I don't think it's going to be, it's going to be different. There's an adjustment, certainly. but there'll be a lot of principles in there from his air raid stuff, especially with the quick game and short game, that he's going to be like, okay, I know these rules. This is good. And then they're going to add some stuff to that as well. But, I'm excited about what we might see from Caleb Williams here because, of course, I think the Bears are pretty damn good, too.
So the one adjustment he'll probably have to make here is that in college he took 98.1% of his snaps out of the shotgun.
That's right.
The NFL average is around 67.2%. Not that he can't do that, but that will be an adjustment
definitely
for him year one.
I would think so, yes. But I think, and hopefully they do that because I do think he's the kind of guy that can be, really slick off of play action.
Yeah.
Right? He could be like the Shanahan, quick play action, just throw a sidearm bullet over the middle, something like that. Or, hey, play action and I get really deep, and now DJ Moore's down the field running a post-corner comeback at 25 yards, and I can throw a laser in there and put it on there, too.
That's a good point to make because I think people would look at that and be like, ooh, he's 98% out of the shotgun. Sometimes, like in college, and you weren't necessarily always complimentary of Lincoln Riley and what they were trying to do with him.
I don't like that. It's not enough looks.
There are times when that makes your life a little bit harder.
It definitely does. I mean, everybody knows where you are. There's nothing else to defend. Oh, it's the shotgun again, right? I mean, now you get underneath the center. It's like, oh, well, shit, he could run the boot. They can run play action. They might actually run it. Or they could still run those plays they ran in the shotgun, except he's just going to drop back, right? Yeah. So, and to me, the run game has more effect that way. But, that's where, I think he's going to be surgical running an offense. I think, when I looked at it and kind of went back and did all this, I went, wait, they're going to manage him like what? Cleveland's managing Deshaun Watson? Okay, right? And I think this guy has the ability, like when you put him in the shotgun 2-minute situations, I think he's going to be damn special. I do. And I think he does have that effect of what we talk about with great quarterbacks where, I don't know if you heard my dad say this last week, but, more times than not, you want your quarterback to be the physically best guy at the position, right? Mm-hmm. It's like it's never cool when your starting quarterback is the second most talented guy. Yeah. It always adds a little issues. This will be no doubt. And he has special attributes that I think like the whole team, like almost like a Mahomes in his year, where they're going to be like, man, this guy's doing things in practice and doing stuff here that is unbelievable. And I think that'll, give their team confidence as well.
He is already an elite quote machine. Some of his quotes: to be a great leader, you've got to learn how to follow first. He goes, I'm listening, having both ears open and my mouth shut. And before the draft, he said, I want to play in one place for 20 years and chase one guy, number 12. I want a place that loves ball. That's all I've heard about Chicago so far, which is exciting for me. And so he's already like,
he's smart.
Not
he
only are those
it.
like good quotes, those are like the best things to say too. And so
this is part of the reason I'm putting them there. There's more to this kid than just like sidearm lasers and stuff like that.
I did put you to the test. I put you to the drill of what this whole exercise is. I was like, all right, say you're the head coach of a team. You have to win the Super Bowl or you're fired. You have 1 year to win the Super Bowl. I was like, who would you take? And you would take Caleb Williams, from what we've said today, over Deshaun Watson, over Derek Carr, over Russell Wilson, just in this 1 year to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy to say it. And I think, where I was chickening out was past beliefs, respect for the game, respect for the veterans there a little bit, right? Which I think is a part of a football man's mentality.
But you'd be kicking yourself if you went with Russell Wilson and then halfway through you're like, oh, dang it. I knew Caleb was going to be awesome.
Exactly right. And if we're all on the same team, the same, like, we're getting to this point, hey, we got to manage all these guys just a little bit. They're nothing to be perfect. So I'm coaching the team. I go, damn, I like what he can do. I can manage him real nice. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it, right? And he's not going to be able to do some of the things that, Joe Burrow can do offensively and some of those guys quite yet. But, to your point, it's the play on the field, meeting the person, what I've heard about the person. All of those things make me just go, I'm going in on this year, and, I should have gone in on it other years with other guys.
I loved watching him in college. I'm going to love watching him in the NFL. It just sucks that I have to root against him.
Yeah, I know.
It's like of all teams for him to go to, the one team that I have to actually root for him to do poorly. I don't want to do that, but I think he's going to be awesome. I think the Bears are going to be exciting. It's going to make those games against the Lions very, very, very fun.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for watching, homies. It's the off season, but there's no off season with Simms Unbuttoned. We're It's the NFL. It goes all year around, all right? So hit subscribe, please, to hear my thoughts on your favorite team, your favorite quarterback, and, hey, how this season might unfold as we get ready for the 2024 season. We got a better picture, clearer look now that the draft is over, free agency. We know who's playing quarterback for certain teams. So, again, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. Check you out soon.